this is detail work. If you're a real stickler for detail, really want to build that body and want to step on stage and really show more muscle detail than anyone else, work on your forearms. Hey, what's up everybody? Victor Martinez here at the Mecca Bear Francis Powerhouse Gym in Syosset. And I'm about to give you some forearm building tips, all right? So let's get those Popeye forearms going. It's the completion of your arms. That's why forearms is important. I don't think I've seen any Olympian without great forearms. A lot of people tend to roll their fingers and recurl them. You don't have to do that. The main focus is the forearm. Just by turning and twisting the wrist, that's enough to contract the forearm. Unless you want stronger fingers, then you let go of your fingers and roll the fingers and the dumbbells on it. But you don't want stronger fingers, you want stronger forearms. So let's start this. About hips apart, not too far in, you won't be too comfortable, not too far, so hips apart, all right? And just curl it, hold it, curl it, hold it, curl it. Usually it's a high rep movement. You want about 20, 25 reps, you really get a good burn. Some people might get away with 15, but remember, we're working on that burn. Just like calves, you wanna get those high reps, get that peak on the forearm, all right? That thickness. Now we're doing seated wrist curls with the dumbbells. Again, this is the same thing. Now reverse wrist curl, the bar will hit you right out here. Peak on the forearm, reverse wrist curls again. It's gonna hit the upper part. We're covering all ends of the forearm. So no, it's not just one exercise, just like calves, shoulders, anything else. It's an entirety of the forearm. That's what we're working. So right now, it's above, right here, and again, just let it go down. Bend your wrist without releasing your fingers again. We don't want strong fingers, we want stronger forearms. Okay, once you curl at the top, keep that flexion. I'm not just letting it go, see? And I'm controlling it, I'm also getting a negative. I'm not doing this quick thing. I'm going up, squeezing, releasing, squeezing, releasing, squeezing, releasing. Just by the first few reps, you see that muscle start getting activated right up here. Releasing. Remember, the bar was working out here. Now I'm working right up here. Again, high reps, no less than 15. You can go up to 20, 25 reps. It's the completion of your arms. That's why forearms is important. It's like doing bicep and no tricep. You know, the entirety of the arm. That's why a lot of guys get that weird looking, you know, arm development because they have huge arms and little forearms, and kind of distorts the whole, you know, look of your forearm, of your arms as a whole. So you want that complete arm look, and I don't think I've seen any Olympian without great forearms. You know, it's one of those details as a bodybuilder that you must, you know, take notice and must apply. All right, guys, this is our third exercise for forearms. It's, again, where I work the innermost part, the upper, actually under part of the forearm, and now we're gonna work reverse, the reverse part of the forearms, you know. When you do hammers, you are working that area as well. Let's say you don't do hammer, you wanna focus. This is another detail one that people will not do. Reverse wrist curls. Again, but these are now reverse wrist curls, but opposite direction. Remember, we were curling it backwards for the thicker part. Now we're curling it upward for the upper part. You can actually see the muscle contracting right up here. It's a little tedious work, but if you do 15, 20 reps, you will feel that underutilized or never used muscle. And it really gets that burn in there. Again, 15, 20 reps. I want you to do one thing after doing the forearm work. 3 sets of each, 15, 20 reps of each. I want to see you try to, do some grocery shopping after this. All right, that was it for forearm tips, and I see you building those big Popeye forearms.